Sudan's ruling military council on Sunday appealed to the African Union and Ethiopia to unify their efforts in outlining a blueprint for a political transition in the crisis-hit country. The military generals and the opposition coalition have been wrangling for weeks over what form Sudan's transitional government should take. CGTN's Laura Walubengu is following those developments.
Sudan's military generals seized power after ousting President Omar al-Bashir in April. Since then, the council, members of the opposition groups and the country's citizens have been at loggerheads over the formation of the transitional leadership. Protest leaders have called for a civilian majority ruling body. But talks between the generals and the coalition collapsed on June 3rd when security forces stormed a protest sit-in outside the Defense Ministry. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and the African Union have been trying to mediate between the sides.
The head of Sudan's military council has affirmed to the Ethiopian mediators that mediation efforts should focus on preparing a joint proposal to bring together different points of view, and those mediation efforts to produce proposals that are open to negotiations, not based on solutions put forward beforehand. The African Union proposal represents both sides, and both sides have accepted it because it's open for negotiations, especially that it's backed by many parties, including the European Union.
The makeup of the Sovereign Council was the main outstanding sticking point between the two sides. A draft of the Ethiopian proposal suggests that the ruling Sovereign Council should be made up of 7 civilians and 7 members of the military, with 1 additional seat reserved for an impartial individual.
The head of Sudan's military council said that presenting the Ethiopian proposal in this way gives the impression that the military council does not accept the agreement while it's approved by the other side, as it was announced. This is not true, and it misleads the public opinion. The head of Sudan's military council affirmed that Sudan is an independent state who does not accept orders from abroad or solutions put forward in advance, which threaten national security and do not enjoy major consensus of all political components.
On Saturday, Sudanese protest leaders say they have accepted the creation of a civilian majority governing body for political transition as proposed by an Ethiopian envoy. The ruling military council has yet to give its decision and says it will meet a representative from the European Union on Wednesday. Laura Walubengu, CGTN.